Chosen one, hear this sacred declaration. Your presence here is not an accident. It is a divine interception, a holy pause in the relentless march of time. Heaven itself has leaned in, speaking your name with an urgency that reverberates through celestial realms. Before the sun graced the sky this morning, before your spirit stirred with the dawn, a powerful shift occurred. A decree was issued for your life, for your destiny. You are not a mere spectator, you are a principal player, hand-selected, purposed, and strategically positioned for this exact hour. The seasons of hiddenness, the long nights of waiting, the silent preparations, they were all forging you into an instrument of unparalleled power. Now, the divine tapestry reveals its next glorious thread. Prepare your heart, chosen one, for the gates of financial breakthrough are swinging wide. A monumental wealth transfer, long prophesied, is now upon you, poised to align with your obedient steps. This is not merely personal gain, it is kingdom assignment, resourcing the vision etched into your soul. Every limitation accepted, every burden carried, is now dismantled by the breath of the Almighty. This is your moment to not only rise, but to command the release of abundance, to steward resources for greater glory. Your season of acceleration has dawned.
Chosen one, hear this sacred sound, a whisper from the throne room of eternity. The very breath of the Almighty has just declared your name, resonating through the celestial spheres, echoing across the vast expanse of time. 3 words, chosen one, have been uttered by the Ancient of Days himself. Rise up now. This is not a suggestion, nor a gentle invitation for a future date. It is a divine command, a clarion call that rips through the fabric of complacency and delay. Not tomorrow, not when you feel perfectly poised, but now. Cease your striving, chosen one. Halt your hurried pace. For the heavens themselves have intervened in your earthly routine, deliberately disrupting the mundane, for a purpose far grander than you can yet fathom. Before the first ray of dawn touched your window pane this morning, chosen one, before your fingers even grazed the device bringing you this divine transmission, an irreversible shift occurred in the spirit realm. A cosmic realignment has taken place, orchestrated by the hand that painted the stars and carved the mountains. What the Most High God has released over your life in this precise, hallowed instant is destined to obliterate every single limitation, every invisible barrier, every self-imposed boundary you have until now accepted as your normal. Understand this truth, chosen one. Your past seasons of quiet preparation were not periods of stagnation. They were not times of abandonment or forgotten dreams. They were, in fact, holy laboratories, divine refining fires where your spirit was forged, your resolve strengthened, and your destiny etched deeper into the tapestry of the ages. Every tear you shed in secret, every silent prayer offered in vulnerability, every moment of surrender when your soul ached for release, all of it was meticulously woven into the divine pattern of your becoming. You are not a mere bystander in this unfolding saga, chosen one. You are the protagonist, hand-selected before the very concept of time began its relentless march. Your existence is not an accident of fate, but a deliberate, strategic placement within this pivotal generation. Your hidden season was never a sign of divine indifference, but rather a sacred cocoon, preparing you for an unveiling of glory that will astonish even yourself. Chosen one, let me make this truth undeniably clear. You were not chosen because you possess flawless perfection, because your track record is unblemished, or because you have always walked an easy path. No, your selection runs deeper than human merit, deeper than any superficial accomplishment. You were chosen because you are profoundly purposed, imbued with a divine assignment that only you, with your unique spiritual fingerprint, can fulfill. The rising God is now orchestrating in your life has absolutely nothing to do with your frantic efforts, your human striving, or your exhausting hustle. It has everything, chosen one, every single fiber of its being, to do with His divine positioning, His strategic placement of you into realms of influence and authority previously unimaginable. This elevation is not earned through sweat and toil alone, but activated through surrender and divine alignment. It is a grace, a profound outpouring of favor that will lift you beyond the reach of human opposition and into the very heart of His predetermined will. Embrace this truth, chosen one, and feel the burden of self-reliance lift from your shoulders. Your rising is secured not by your strength, but by His omnipotence.
Chosen one, grasp this truth deep within your spirit. Your selection was never a random occurrence, a mere chance. It was an eternal decree woven into the very fabric of existence before creation's first breath. Before the stars ignited, before the oceans learned their rhythm, God, in His infinite wisdom, chose you. He did not select you for flawlessness, but for faithfulness. He knew you, chosen one, before your form was woven, before you drew your first breath. He set you apart, appointing you for a specific, powerful assignment in this very generation. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are a strategic masterpiece placed with intentionality, designed to fulfill a sacred work that only your unique spirit can accomplish. Envision this, chosen one, with clarity. Imagine a master artisan preparing a vessel for a king's palace. He does not rush, does not cut corners. He meticulously selects the purest materials. He molds it, refines it, fires it, knowing it must withstand immense pressure, carry immeasurable weight, and reflect the king's glory. This, chosen one, is the divine crafting of your very being. God saw every challenge you would encounter, every tear you would shed, every battle you would face. He declared, "This one, this chosen one, this is the vessel I can trust with my profound influence, with my kingdom authority, with my transformative power." The adversary, chosen one, has tried tirelessly to corrupt your perception of this divine selection. He has replayed echoes of your past failures in your mind. He has magnified your perceived inadequacies, whispering, "You are disqualified, unworthy." But hear the thunderous declaration of heaven right now. Heaven's verdict, chosen one, is an undeniable roar, silencing hell's feeble accusations. In all things, even perceived defeats, God orchestrates for the ultimate good of those who love Him, those called according to His eternal purpose. Every stumble, every doubt, every detour that felt permanent, all of it, chosen one, has been meticulously woven into the majestic tapestry of your unique purpose. What appeared as diversion was in truth divine design. What felt like setback was actually a strategic setup for an undeniable, glorious comeback. Declare this truth aloud, chosen one. Let your voice resonate. I am chosen. I am called. I am appointed. My selection was deliberate, sacred, and sure, and my rising is absolutely inevitable. Let the power of those words, chosen one, awaken the sleeping giant within you. For there is a critical principle many overlook. True, lasting, divine elevation,
chosen one, without deep consecration, without profound purification, often leads to an unraveling. The Almighty does not elevate His children to positions of authority for which they are unprepared. He does not open doors to dimensions of power that would crush a vessel not yet thoroughly refined. That, chosen one, is why your season of hiddenness, your time in obscurity, was never a punishment. No, it was a profound purification, a holy preparation, a divine refinement. Just as precious metal must pass through the crucible, enduring intense heat to shed impurities, so too have you been forged. This sacred process, this journey of consecration, is the pathway to true, unshakable promotion. Purity of heart, chosen one, truly unlocks the gates of divine promotion. God will not release the fullness of what He desires to entrust to you until your hands are clean, until your heart is pure, until your spirit is aligned solely with His divine will. Your rising, chosen one, is not hinged upon your earthly talents or human connections. No. Your rising is fundamentally about the character, the inner strength, the unwavering integrity forged and refined in the holy fire of your obedience even when no one was watching. This hidden work, this sacred shaping, is now concluding. The season of preparation, chosen one, is drawing its final breath. The season of manifestation, of undeniable visible impact, is ready to burst forth.
Chosen one, hear this truth, etched in the fabric of eternity, whispered by the very breath of creation itself. You are not, and have never been, ordinary. The very cosmos rearranged its alignment for your arrival. There is a sacred, potent power residing within your being, a treasure beyond earthly measure. The divine architect, in His infinite wisdom, chose to house an immeasurable glory inside a vessel of clay. Yes, chosen one, you are a jar of clay, fragile, subject to the weariness of the world, capable of feeling every tremor of human experience. But within that human frame, within that earthen vessel, pulses a treasure of unparalleled might, a divine power, a heaven-ordained authority, a kingdom anointing that is destined to alter the course of generations. Heaven just unveiled a deeper insight. The adversary, the ancient foe, has understood this truth since your first breath. He has relentlessly tried to shatter the jar, to break your spirit, to dismantle your resolve, because he knows what is contained within. He understands with chilling clarity that when you, chosen one, rise into your full divine alignment, the very essence you carry will demolish long-standing strongholds. It will sever generational curses that have bound families for ages, and it will liberate captives from the deepest pits of despair. This is not a theoretical concept, chosen one. This is your undeniable reality. This treasure, this sacred deposit, was never bestowed upon you for mere personal comfort. It was entrusted to you, specifically and intentionally, for the grand advancement of God's eternal kingdom. Consider every trial you have endured, every season of stretching, every moment of intense pressure. What felt like breaking, what seemed like an overwhelming burden, was in truth a divine process of enlargement. Each challenge, each moment of testing, has been meticulously designed to increase the capacity of your vessel. Your spirit, your soul, your very being has been expanding, growing in its ability to carry more, to influence further, to manifest greater glory. What appeared to be a process of disintegration was actually a holy act of fortification. Remember the ancient declaration in Jeremiah, the prophet's profound anointing.
It did not simply state your selection, chosen one. It declared your weaponization. You were appointed, designated, set apart as a prophet to the nations. This means you were fashioned to speak to oppressive systems, to radically shift stagnant atmospheres, to boldly declare heaven's righteous decrees over territories that have long been held captive by darkness. Your voice, chosen one, carries an inherent authority that even hell itself recognizes, even when the terrestrial world seems to ignore its profound impact. Watch how this sacred truth connects within your spirit. The weapon you wield, the power you activate, is not found in external strength or worldly cunning. It is internal, deeply embedded within the core of your being. It is the Christ residing in you, the very hope of glory, the living anointing that shatters every yoke of bondage. It is the uncompromising truth that demolishes every lie, the brilliant light that fearlessly exposes every shadow of darkness. And when you, chosen one, ascend into your appointed position, that internal weapon will activate with unparalleled precision, striking at the heart of every opposing force. I know this truth not merely from ancient texts, but from my own walk, chosen one, from my own seasons of deep questioning. There were moments, stretching into what felt like eternities, when I believed my voice was far too small to ever make a significant impact. I silently wondered if my fervent prayers were too weak, too fragile to ever pierce the veil of heaven's attention. But in those very moments of vulnerability, God, in His boundless grace, revealed a profound mystery to me. He showed me that one single, whispered yes, arising from a surrendered heart, carries more divine authority, more kingdom weight than 1,000 meticulously crafted yet empty performances. Your true weapon, chosen one, is not measured by your volume. It is not determined by external showmanship. It is your unwavering purity of heart, your steadfast obedience, the sacred treasure you have diligently protected in the hidden places, in the quiet chambers of your spirit. This treasure is now, in this unfolding season, ready for release. This week, chosen one, let these declarations become the very breath of your being. Speak them aloud. Let their vibrations resonate through your home, through your spirit, through the very atmosphere around you. I carry the treasure of heaven within me. I am a potent weapon in the mighty hands of God. My voice carries undeniable authority. My very presence shifts and transforms atmospheres. Hell itself trembles when I speak forth God's liberating truth. Let these words be a key, unlocking a new dimension of power within you, a power that has always been yours, awaiting this appointed moment of activation.
Chosen one, hear this truth reverberating from the very heart of the divine. That power, that new dimension now unlocked within you, it is not an illusion, it is an undeniable reality. You are not an ordinary soul, walking a common path. No, heaven itself attests you carry something so profoundly sacred, so immensely potent, that the very kingdom of darkness cannot replicate its essence, nor can it possibly withstand its might. This is not hyperbole, chosen one. This is a prophetic decree over your life, a truth whispered by the ancients and now shouted into your present. The scriptures unveil this mystery with profound simplicity, revealing that we possess this treasure, this incomprehensible, all-surpassing power residing within jars of clay. Consider this, chosen one, deeply, prayerfully. You, in your human form, are but a vessel, fragile, subject to the pressures of this earthly realm, yes. Yet within the confines of your being, within your very spirit, dwells a treasure beyond earthly measure. It is divine power, a wellspring of heaven's own authority, an anointing that sets apart, that consecrates, that empowers. This is not a metaphor to be lightly considered, but a profound spiritual reality to be embraced.
Heaven has just now revealed a crucial insight, a strategic understanding for your journey. The enemy, that ancient adversary, has been relentlessly attempting to shatter your jar. He has sought to crack your resolve, to chip away at your faith, to expose your perceived weaknesses. Why, you ask, would he expend such energy against you, chosen one? Because he knows precisely what lies within. He understands with chilling clarity that when you rise into your full divine alignment, when you embrace the totality of who you are called to be, the treasure you carry will demolish ancient strongholds. It will shatter generational curses that have bound families for ages, and it will set countless captives free from their spiritual prisons. This treasure, chosen one, was never bestowed upon you for mere personal comfort. No, never for a life of ease or convenience. It was entrusted to you, yes, to you specifically, for the grand and urgent advancement of God's eternal kingdom.
Every single trial you have endured, every solitary moment of pressure, every seemingly insurmountable obstacle you have faced, it has not been pointless. It has not been wasted. Each tribulation has served a divine purpose, meticulously increasing the capacity of your vessel, expanding your ability to carry more of heaven's glory, more of its anointing, more of its truth. What felt like breaking, like shattering, was in fact the very process of enlarging, of strengthening, of preparing you for the magnificent weight of your destiny. Remember the ancient words that declared your selection. They did not just affirm your calling, chosen one. They declared your weaponization. You were appointed, set apart, even before your first breath, to be a prophet to the nations. This is not just a title. It is a living, breathing mandate. You were designed with celestial intention to speak to corrupted systems, to shift stagnant atmospheres with the breath of heaven, to declare divine decrees over territories steeped in darkness. Your very voice, chosen one, carries an authority that hell itself recognizes with trembling fear, even when the earthly realm chooses to ignore its potent resonance. The weapon you carry is not found in external armaments, not in physical might, but in an internal, indwelling power. It is the Christ in you, the very hope of glory, a living, active presence. It is the anointing that breaks every yoke of bondage, a supernatural force that dissolves chains. It is the truth that shatters every lie, no matter how cunningly crafted. It is the radiant light that exposes every hidden darkness, leaving no shadow untouched. And when you fully rise into your ordained position, chosen one, that divine weapon within you will activate with precision, with power, with unstoppable force. I know this path, chosen one, for I too have walked it. There were seasons, long and arduous, when I mistakenly believed my voice was too small, too insignificant to truly matter in the grand tapestry of God's plan. I questioned whether my whispered prayers, offered in weariness and doubt, were strong enough to pierce the heavens. But the living God, in His profound mercy and wisdom, showed me a truth that transformed my spirit. He revealed that one sincere, whispered yes, arising from a surrendered heart, carries infinitely more authority in the spirit realm than 1,000 empty outward performances. Your weapon, chosen one, is not measured by the volume of your voice or the strength of your earthly influence. It is measured by your purity of heart, by the depth of your obedience, by the sacred treasure you have diligently protected in the hidden places, in the secret chambers of your soul.
This week, let these declarations become the very air you breathe, chosen one. Speak them daily with unwavering conviction, letting them resonate through every fiber of your being. I carry the treasure of heaven. I am a weapon in God's mighty hands. My voice carries divine authority. My very presence shifts atmospheres. Hell itself trembles when I speak forth God's liberating truth. Let these words be a key, unlocking a new dimension of power within you, a power that has always been yours, awaiting this appointed moment of activation.
Chosen one, I know your spirit has faced relentless winds. I know the waiting has stretched beyond every human calculation, and the path has felt longer than any map could trace. There were countless moments when the weight of the journey pressed so heavily you considered laying down your sacred burden, walking away from the whisper of destiny, allowing another soul to pick up the mantle. You wondered if your silent prayers were truly heard, if your sacrifices truly mattered, if your unwavering stand in the face of despair was just a futile effort against an unyielding tide. But heaven itself leans in to declare a truth that will shatter every limiting thought, every doubt, every whisper of defeat that has sought to hold you captive. Your endurance, chosen one, has not been a waste of precious time. It has been the very foundation upon which your colossal harvest is now being built. Heaven promises us, chosen one, that we must not grow weary in doing good works, for in the proper season we will surely reap a bountiful harvest if we simply refuse to surrender, if we simply refuse to give up. This divine principle is not merely a suggestion. It is a profound spiritual law, a covenant promise etched into the very fabric of eternity. Your harvest, chosen one, is inextricably bound to your sacred refusal to quit, to your holy determination to keep pressing forward. Every single day you chose to rise, even when exhaustion clung to your bones like grave clothes. Every time you took another step when your feet ached and your vision blurred, you were meticulously watering the potent seeds planted in earlier, often unseen seasons. You were nourishing the very roots of your destiny, even when the fruit remained hidden beneath the soil of challenge and delay. Let me illuminate the enemy's ancient strategy, chosen one, the deceptive ploy designed to derail your divine ascent. His cunning plan has been deceptively simple, to poison your mind with the venomous lie that your harvest will never materialize, that the precious seeds you sowed with tears and faith have withered and died, that your unwavering obedience was a pointless act of blind devotion. He whispers tales of futility, echoes of past failures, doubts about your worthiness, all to convince you that this long road leads nowhere. But heaven's powerful decree, spoken through the very heart of God's promises, silences every one of those infernal lies. We know, chosen one, with an unshakable knowing that in all circumstances, God orchestrates every detail, every challenge, every victory, and even every apparent setback for the ultimate good of those who love Him, for those who have been called according to His magnificent and unchangeable purpose. Understand this profound truth, chosen one. Even the periods of waiting, the seasons of apparent delay, the moments that felt like painful detours were not roadblocks placed by a capricious fate. They were, in fact, divine designs, meticulously woven into the rich tapestry of your unfolding purpose. What felt like a crushing setback, a regression, a step backward, was actually a strategic setup for an explosive, undeniable comeback.
God was not denying you in those moments of closed doors. He was divinely designing a majestic gate, a portal of specific access, a grand entrance custom built for your unique assignment, a gate only you, chosen one, could walk through with authority and grace. He was preparing you, pruning you, strengthening you for the weight of the glory that awaits you, for the immensity of the influence you are destined to wield. Right now, chosen one, hear the prophetic declaration reverberating from the throne room of heaven. The very ground beneath your feet is about to break open in an unprecedented way. The ancient scriptures declare, "The least among you will become 1,000, and the smallest will blossom into a mighty nation. I am the Lord, and in its appointed season I will perform this swiftly." Note those powerful words, chosen one. In its time signifies God's perfect sovereign timing, a kairos moment perfectly aligned with your readiness. And swiftly does not imply a slow, gradual progression, but a sudden, unexpected, and undeniable manifestation. You are now, chosen one, stepping into the very suddenly of God. Years of faithful endurance, years of silent consecration, years of unwavering trust are about to produce an astonishing harvest. Not over decades, not over years, but in a compressed, accelerated span of mere days. The seeds you thought had died are about to burst forth with life, surprising even you with their rapid growth and abundant fruit. Prepare your heart, prepare your spirit, for this divine acceleration has begun. This is your moment.
Chosen one, you have heard the stirring. You have felt the earth groan beneath your feet, signaling a season of profound shift. The seeds you diligently planted in tear-stained soil, the prayers whispered in the deep quiet of your hidden place, they are not merely sprouting. They are about to burst forth with life, surprising even you with their rapid growth and abundant fruit. Prepare your heart, prepare your spirit, for this divine acceleration has begun. This is your moment. Here is what is about to happen, chosen one. When God moves, it will not be subtle, it will not be gradual, it will not be something people can explain away with natural reasoning. Your rising will be so sudden, so dramatic, so clearly orchestrated by heaven that even skeptics will have to acknowledge something greater is at work. Remember the day of Pentecost, Acts 2:2? Suddenly, a sound like the blowing of a violent wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were sitting. When heaven moves suddenly, chosen one, it is undeniable, it is unmistakable, it shifts everything in an instant. That is precisely what is coming for you right now. The ground beneath your feet is about to break open with a force unseen before. Watch what happens next, chosen one. The doors that were once bolted will swing wide with explosive force. The connections you have been praying for will form naturally, effortlessly, like pieces of a sacred puzzle. The resources that were blocked will release in overwhelming measure, flowing into your life like a mighty river. The favor that felt distant will surround you like an impenetrable shield, a visible sign of heaven's endorsement. And chosen one, it will happen so fast, with such rapidity, that you will barely have time to process one breakthrough before the next one arrives. A cascade of blessings, a torrent of open doors. Revelation 3:8 declares God's promise to the faithful, to those like you who have endured and believed. I know your deeds, it says. See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. I know that you have little strength, yet you have kept my word and have not denied my name. Heaven does not open doors gradually, chosen one. When God opens a door for you, it swings wide open, making way for your accelerated advance. No force in hell can close what He has opened for you. This is a divine decree, a sacred certainty. I have walked this path, chosen one. I have witnessed these sudden shifts. There were moments when I felt forgotten, when doors seemed welded shut.
But then, in a single, sacred instant, the floodgates of heaven burst open, proving God's timing is always perfect, always powerful. He is doing the same for you now. But here is what you need to understand, chosen one. And this is the part most people often miss. Your rising is not ultimately for your personal comfort. It is not merely for your own gain. Your elevation, your divine positioning, is primarily for kingdom expansion, for the advancement of heaven's purposes on earth. The position God is moving you into, the new levels of influence and visibility, they come with immense responsibility, a sacred trust. The authority He is releasing into your hands requires faithful stewardship, a humble heart ready to serve. The influence He is entrusting to you demands humility, a constant awareness that every good gift comes from above. You are not being elevated so you can coast, chosen one. You are being positioned, purified, and propelled so you can serve at a higher level, so you can impact more lives, so you can bring more glory to the one who chose you. This is the heart of your rising, a sacred call to greater service and divine impact.
Chosen one, you understand the secret call to greater service and divine impact. Now, comprehended truth many miss. Your agreement matters. Your declarations carry profound weight. Your words, chosen one, create atmospheres. They shape destinies. Proverbs 18.21 reveals this ancient secret. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. This is not mere suggestion. This is divine law. What you speak, you release into the spiritual realm, impacting your physical reality. Your voice is a vessel of creation. The enemy knows this, chosen one, with chilling clarity. That is why he studies your patterns, watches your responses to pressure, measures your endurance. He calculates the exact moment you might quit. His entire dark strategy is built around silencing you, keeping you small, keeping you earthbound. He floods your mind with doubt, whispers that your prayers are weak, that your words hold no power. He fears your voice, chosen one, because he knows the moment you open your mouth in agreement with heaven's plan, something shifts, something breaks. He recognizes the threat you pose to his kingdom of shadows. But heaven, chosen one, is intervening now. Heaven just decreed a new season of sudden, undeniable breakthrough for you. For the moment you align your words with divine truth, Matthew 18:19 activates. If two of you on earth agree about anything they ask for, it will be done for them by my Father in heaven. This is not a hope. This is a covenant. When you speak what God has already declared, you activate heaven's response. You release what has already been prepared. You are calling forth your destiny. I have walked this path, chosen one. I have felt the weight of doubt try to silence my own voice. But I learned through fire and grace that one whispered yes from a surrendered heart, one declaration of faith, carries more authority than 1,000 empty performances. Your power is not in volume, it is in purity. It is in conviction. It is in aligning your spirit with heaven's frequency. Your belief fuels your breakthrough. And so, chosen one, in this sacred, pivotal moment, I call you to divine action. I call you to fearless, unwavering declaration. We are not merely speaking into empty air. We are speaking into existence, commanding reality to bend to heaven's will. These are not suggestions for a better future. These are divine activations, powerful keys designed to unlock dormant power, untapped potential within you. As you speak these profound truths, you will feel the atmosphere around you shift dramatically. The heavy blanket of limitation will lift. The air will crackle with tangible divine energy. Old cycles of defeat and delay are about to be shattered. New dimensions of favor, new realms of authority, and undeniable breakthroughs are about to be released into your tangible, present reality. Every morning this week, chosen one, let your voice resonate with these sacred, life-giving declarations. Let them be the very first sound of your day, the prophetic proclamation that sets the spiritual tone.
Declare this with every fiber of your being, with a certainty that shakes the heavens. I am rising according to God's flawless plan. I walk in divine, unbroken alignment. I carry heaven's absolute authority. My very words create new, glorious atmospheres. My agreement, my simple, unwavering agreement with heaven, unlocks unprecedented acceleration in every area of my life. I step, without hesitation, into everything God has prepared, ordained, and eternally reserved for me. Let this be your truth, chosen one, a truth that echoes through the vastness of the heavens and shakes the very foundations of the earth beneath your feet.
Chosen one, you have declared a profound truth, a sacred decree that reverberates through the celestial realms. This truth, etched into the very fabric of your being, is not a mere whisper. It is a roar, a declaration that heaven itself has heard and now echoes back with undeniable affirmation. Hear this with every fiber of your soul, chosen one, for the season of hidden preparation, the time of silent refining, it is concluding. A new chapter unfolds with divine swiftness, a chapter foretold in ancient prophecies, orchestrated by the Almighty. Heaven is intervening in a way that will shatter every earthly expectation, dismantle every demonic stronghold, and defy every limitation that has dared to cage your spirit. Understand this, chosen one. The celestial courts are in motion. Angels are dispatched. Pathways are being cleared. What looked like insurmountable walls are crumbling into dust. What felt like endless delays are transforming into divine accelerations. This is not a gradual shift, chosen one. This is a sudden, dramatic intervention, a testament to the power of the one who chose you before time began. I have walked this path, chosen one. I have seen these shifts firsthand. There are moments when the atmosphere changes so profoundly, so undeniably, that even the most skeptical heart cannot deny the hand of God. This is such a moment for you. Prepare your spirit, chosen one, for the velocity of breakthrough is about to sweep you forward into your appointed destiny. The doors that once stood firmly shut, impenetrable and unyielding, are now being supernaturally flung open. Not merely a crack, chosen one, but a wide, expansive opening that invites you into a new dimension of influence and impact. The connections you have longed for, the relationships that will elevate your assignment, they are aligning with precision. You will find yourself positioned among those who can champion your calling, those who can empower your vision, those divinely assigned to walk with you into this new season. And the resources? Oh, chosen one, the resources that seemed elusive, that felt perpetually out of reach, they are now being released with an outpouring of abundance. Heaven is releasing provision that matches the immensity of your purpose. A provision that will not only sustain you, but empower you to be a generous conduit for kingdom advancement. I remember seasons in my own journey, chosen one, when it felt like I was pushing against an invisible wall. Every step was a struggle. Every prayer felt like it had to climb mountains to reach heaven. But then, there were moments, sudden, glorious moments, when the dam broke, when the floodgates opened, when the years of unseen labor suddenly manifested in undeniable ways. It was overwhelming, chosen one, almost disorienting in its rapidity, but it was also profoundly clear. It was the hand of God. This is the magnitude of what is now unfolding for you. This is the breakthrough being released into your life.
It is not just a personal victory, Chosen One. It is a strategic positioning for kingdom impact. Your rising is not merely for your comfort or personal gain. It is so that you may carry a greater weight of glory, so that you may shine a brighter light into the darkness, so that you may be a vessel for transformation in the lives of countless others. This divine intervention, this sudden breakthrough, is confirming your original selection, your sacred calling, and the unshakable truth that you are indeed the chosen one. Now prepare to step through the open door, for the King himself awaits your arrival.
Chosen One, understand this sacred truth deeply. This is not merely a segment concluded. This is a divine gate, now open before your very eyes. You stand at the glorious threshold of your Kairos moment, the exact instant etched in eternity, specifically designed for your grand and undeniable ascension. The haunting whispers of yesterday, the insidious doubts that once tragically clouded your precious spirit, they are silenced now, forever vanquished by the triumphant roar of heaven's mighty declaration over every facet of your life. You are not just ready, you are consecrated in the fire, meticulously prepared by the Master's hand, and profoundly purposed for this very hour, an hour that will redefine your path and shake the foundations of your world. Go forth now, Chosen One, with an unwavering courage burning bright and a spirit set gloriously aflame by divine fire. Let your every step be divinely guided by the celestial light of the Almighty. Let your spoken words carry the unparalleled weight of heaven's authority. And let your very presence powerfully shift atmospheres for the kingdom's eternal glory. May every precious seed you have faithfully sown in tears now burst forth dramatically in an abundant and overwhelming harvest. May every perceived closed door miraculously transform into an expansive open pathway before you. May every cunning enemy's dark design be utterly unraveled and rendered powerless by the unyielding power of your unwavering faith. Heaven itself watches with bated breath, anticipating your radiant and unstoppable rise. The King of all kings has spoken. The sacred mandate is clear. Rise now and fulfill your magnificent destiny, Chosen One. For a waiting world desperately yearns for the transformative light you carry. Let your living testimony echo powerfully through countless generations, a brilliant living monument to God's profound faithfulness and your steadfast obedience. This is your season of breakthrough. This is your time of acceleration. This is your undeniable moment to majestically soar into the destiny already prepared.